So as I always tell people, it doesn't really matter whether you are a pope, whether you are a pastor or a prostitute. If you're sexually active, you are at risk of contracting HIV. And the simple message we have for you is not to be sexually active, because that you already are, but simply to say, stick to one partner.
I've seen a lot of extraordinary things in my life. And some of the most extraordinary things I've ever witnessed in my life I saw here in South Africa, which I've come to love greatly and to keep as my own in sort of a way. I feel a part of it. This is my connection to Africa. So suffice to say that I care a lot about what happens to her people. With all the extraordinary things and accomplishments that have been born here in South Africa, the one thing that concerns me the most is the spread of HIV/AIDS.
People will talk about being in love, etc. It really doesn't matter. The greatest risk factor for HIV and AIDS is simply being sexually active.
I think it's probably more appropriate to say that it's reached epidemic proportions. I think that if I could leave South Africa this trip with one message, one final message, my message would be one love, one partner.
Stick to one partner means if you are sexually active, make sure that you only have one partner, and that one partner only has you for a partner. It couldn't be more simple than that. But achieving that, given our socialization, is a different matter. But what we wanted was a simple message that's not subject to confusion or to interpretation, and it says what it says.
Just by doing this one simple thing, you could slow down and possibly eradicate the spread of HIV. You yourself, and in my country, we have just seen what the power of one means.
In our program, we remind people about the whole spectrum of prevention of HIV and AIDS, the A, B, C, D, and E. A being for abstinence. Now, if you abstain, you don't have to have a partner. At least it means you don't have a sexual partner. You may have a partner in life, but for whatever reason, you may be abstaining. That is appropriate, particularly for young people, so that they can delay their sexual debut. And it's also important for people that are in between relationships. So you can abstain even as an adult. There's nothing that says, you have to have sex every day. Sex is not a daily bread. So there's particular times where abstinence will be important, even in an adult's life. But if you are sexually active, we come to B. B generally is about faith. It says being faithful. For us, it's not a matter of faith. It's a matter of survival. Sticking to one partner can and will save your life. But ensure that your partner is also only sticking to you. Every day, we see households being reduced, some families being wiped out. We, in our own families, are going to funeral after funeral of young relatives succumbing to this disease. So we need to do this to survive. We need to change our habits to survive.